Hey guys, welcome to A Fistful of Dice. My name is Matt. I just wanted to make a video here kind of talking about something that's been on my mind lately. And it has to do with the Provokers games and people's sort of reception of the Provokers games and kind of the kind of following that we've acquired or whatever. You know, the people that show up and watch the live games and comment and interact with us and give us ideas for the campaign and stuff like that. It's been a really awesome experience running the Provokers campaign, both because it's been a fun campaign to run because I enjoy gaming with all of those guys, but also because of the audience interaction aspect of it and seeing all of your comments and seeing, you know, how us doing this game, this silly game online that we love so much has spurred on, you know, other people to be creative and do art and come up with ideas and do, you know, music and implement. You know, I get messages from people who are implementing, you know, encounters and puzzles and stuff like that we've had in their own games. And, you know, I love getting messages from people that say like, oh, you know, I haven't gamed in 10, 15 years, and, you know, watching the Provokers has kind of reminded me how fun I used to have with my friends, and so I'm getting my game group back together. I love stuff like that. But in addition to those messages and those interactions, you know, myself and the other Provokers, Barker, Nate, Tim, and Juice, you know, we get a lot of messages and comments, people saying, you know, I wish my game group was like yours. I wish, you know, I was as good a DM as Matt. I wish I was as good a role player as these guys, you know, things like that. And, you know, sometimes that's hard for me to hear, and it sometimes makes me a little bit uncomfortable because, you know, I'm a fairly confident guy. I think I'm a competent, solid dungeon master. I'm no expert by any means. And so it's hard for me to hear that people are sort of putting this game that I'm running and this game that these guys are involved in up on this pedestal and kind of making it like this unattainable goal. And I just want to tell these people, like, it's not unattainable. Like we're just guys having fun playing a game. And just because your group isn't like our group, that doesn't make it bad. Like, there's nothing inherently bad about that. In fact, you know, game groups should be different. They should be different in tone and style and all of that kind of thing. And the game that you run should match the preferences and the likes and the you know, the dislikes of your players and yourself. You know, I have several different game groups. I have the Provokers and I have my home game groups, and, you know, I run one shots, you know, here and there too. And, you know, I wouldn't want all of those game groups to be like the Provokers. I want the Provokers to be like the Provokers. You know, my home game group, I wouldn't have as much fun with it if it was like the Provokers. And that's just the facts because of the people who are involved in the games, the type of games that I run there. And so I would urge people who see the Provokers games as like these kind of bastions of role-playing, which, don't get me wrong, I'm totally flattered that people see us that way. But at the same time, I want to encourage people to just get out there and game. Don't be afraid to do this, you know? And the reason why, you know, us video producers, you know, all the guys in the Provokers and everyone in the greater RPG YouTube community, the reason why we do what we do is because we want to share and we want to learn and we want to teach. You know, we don't want to put this stuff out there as a way to say, oh, look how good we are, or, you know, look how awesome our game is, or look how much better I am at this than you. That's not why we're in it at all, and that's certainly not why I'm in it. You know, my enjoyment of it comes from sharing, collaborating, communicating, and learning from people. You know, I learn from people every day in this community. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to post a bunch of links down in the description. Two of those links are going to be for a couple of Facebook groups that I would recommend if you're looking to play or run in games. Those groups are the Tabletop RPG One-Shot Group, the OSG, and the other one is the RPGW3, the RPG Wild Wild West. These are two groups headed by people in our community who, and these groups specialize in organizing, running, and playing in games. The Tabletop RPG one-shot group is a larger group, and they play a variety of games. You know, D&D is definitely one of the top games that they play, but they also, you know, there's Fate and there's Shadowrun and other things that are happening. And the RPGW3 is a group that kind of specializes in more kind of crazier games, if you will. You know, they kind of label themselves as the frontier of online gaming. So they try different things, and they're very unmoderated and sort of, you know, there's nobody like in charge over there or anything like that. So if that sounds like something that you're interested, definitely go check those guys out. I run games over at the OSG every once in a while. You know, Juice is over there, Barker's over there, Nate has run a game over there. And there's a ton of awesome game masters running stuff over there and awesome role players. Awesome role players. I love watching games over there. So go check those two groups out. And the other links I'm going to post are video producers that I watch regularly. A lot of these guys run games, some of them don't, but all of them have awesome stuff to say about our hobby. And these are guys that I learn from. These are guys that I steal from, okay? So go check these guys out. Awesome members of the community. I recommend all of them. So my final word on this is, when you watch the Provokers, or when you watch any online game, and you think, man, these guys are so good. Why are they so good? A lot of it is chemistry. A lot of it is we found the right people to game with that have similar interests, similar preferences, like the same kind of things we do, and we get along in and out of the game. And so people say, you know, I want my game group to be like that. The only way that you can find the guys that you want to game with is to get out there and game. Try different games, try different genres, try different systems. Game with as many people as you can, and you're going to find people that you love to game with. There is no downside to trying out all these different games and talking with all these different people. You know, get out there, try different stuff, and get better. Get better at this thing that we love so much. That is, I always strive to be better every time. Every game I run, I want it to be better than the last one, you know? And when you love something as much as, you know, we love this hobby, that's what you do. So yeah, follow those links below, guys. Get out there, run games, play in games, find your Provokers, because there's nothing that me and those guys are doing that you can't do. We're not doing anything unique. We're not doing anything special. We're just running a badass game of D&D with guys that we like playing with, and there are guys out there doing that every day. So get out there, watch some games, playing some games. Go roll some dice, man. Don't be afraid. It's just a game. Take care. Happy gaming, all.